Hi students, welcome to Alphos e-learning chemistry classes for second year. The running chapter is solid state and now we are in session number 9. In previous session we discussed about the mass of unit cell and the volume of unit cell and the density of unit cell related to cubic crystal systems, and where we derived the formulae to find these different factors. And here in this session, first let us solve some numericals related to that concept, and then we will enter into the present session's concept. It is nothing but finding the relation among the atomic radius r and edge length. It is not at all possible to find direct relation, and thereby we are considering the internuclear distance of two nearest neighboring atoms. So how this A, edge length, internuclear distance of neighboring atoms d, and the atomic radius r are related, we have to derive the equation for the crystal systems itself. And before entering into that, first let us solve one or two numericals related to previous sessions formulae. And here the best known example is nothing but NaCl crystal. As we know, in 11th class or in junior inter also we studied about the NaCl crystal, which is supposed to have FCC, nothing but face centered cubic structure. In that face centered cubic structure, already we know where the positions of sodium and chloride ions. Chloride ions are present at corners and face centers. That's why it is of having face centered cubic. That means that cubic crystal structure is framed by, the frame is created by chloride ions, and sodium ion is present at edge centers and body centers. Totally that will provide the FCC crystal unit for NaCl, where we are assuming the coordination number of sodium is 6 and chlorine is also 6, as each ion is surrounded by 6 opposite charged ions. Clear? And now related to that sodium chloride, first of all let us solve one numerical which is very important for competitive examination. Here the certain quantity I am measuring, but actually they may give whatever the quantity they are giving. Irrespective of that, the process is same. That's why I am asking you to follow in a systematic manner. What is the data, how to compute, to calculate the numerical. Clear? And let us start with that one. It is problem number 1. Here they are providing NaCl crystal. NaCl has FCC structure, FCC crystal structure. Okay, and now in this one, chloride ion is present at corners and at face centers. These are the two positions where we can expect chloride ions. And now sodium ion is present at, Na plus is present at edge center and at body center. These are the positions of these different ions. And now the question is, when they are arranged like this in FCC structure, now find the number of NaCl unit cells present in 10 grams of NaCl crystal. This is the question. Here what I am saying, 10 grams they may ask, 1 gram they may ask, 100 grams they may ask, but for all these the process is same. What to do when the question is like this? What to do? How to find the number of NaCl unit cells that present in 10 grams. For that purpose, first of all we have to find the NaCl unit cell mass. If we know the mass, then 1 gram molecular mass of that unit cell will have Avogadro number of unit cells, and then automatically the given mass of the NaCl crystal possesses how many NaCl unit cells we can measure. Is it not? And now first let us go for this NaCl unit cell mass. For that purpose, first of all we should know Z. Z is nothing but number of ionic pairs. Here ionic pairs, what are the ionic pairs? They are nothing but NaCl pairs that present per unit cell we have to measure. And now let us start to measure this. and as we know that corners, how many corners for a cubic? It is nothing but 8 corners, and each corner contribution also we know, because in previous session we discussed much about that, and now it is nothing but 1 by 8. So totally it is 1, and at face center 6, and each one is contributing 1 by 2, it is 3. Totally 4 chloride ions present. And similarly Na plus 12 edge centers, each one contributing 1 by 4, it is 3, and one body center contributing total to this one, totally it is also 4 Na plus. That means Z factor, Z is nothing but the number of ionic pairs per unit cell, here is 4. So now automatically when Z is 4, we can get the mass of unit cell as mass of unit cell is nothing but 4 into molecular weight of NaCl. 4 into molecular weight of NaCl, that is nothing but 4 into what is molecular weight of NaCl? It is 23, Cl is 35.5, total it is 58.5, and now 58.5. This is equal to 234, because 4 NaCl pairs present in one unit cell. Clear? And now 234 is nothing but the mass of unit cell. In case if we are considering this in grams, gram mass of unit cell, 234 gram mass of unit cell possess how many unit cells? When it is gram molecular weight, how many molecules? Avogadro number. Here gram mass of unit cell possess Avogadro number of unit cells. This is the number of unit cells that will present in 234. What is 234? It is nothing but the mass of unit cell. It is obtained when we are finding Z value. Z is nothing but number of ionic pairs, and we can get it. Already in previous sessions also we solved some numericals related to this, is it not? And now after getting this, we are considering the gram mass of that unit cell, where we are assuming Avogadro number of unit cells present. So when, now the question answer is, when 234 grams have 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 unit cells. Now in 10 grams, how many present? I think now you are able to solve the question, and from this, and how to find it? Just it is nothing but the remaining calculation. It is Avogadro number 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 by 234 into 10. When they are asking for 10 grams, just we are using 10. In case if they are asking for 1 gram, we have to take 100 grams 100. Like that you can calculate the number of unit cells per the given mass of the crystal. Clear? This is one model. And now let us move to one more model, where they are providing the edge length and the structure, that is the structure, crystalline structure of that element is given, and they are asked to calculate the density. And here let me give that question, numerical related to that. It is, the question is, a face centered cubic crystal element, its atomic weight is given. Atomic weight is 60, has edge length of 400 picometers. Then find the density of the element. This is the question. Just you observe, Here what they are giving is the edge length A they provided. Already in previous session we discussed, in case if edge length is in angstrom units, 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. But here it is given in picometers, and I think you know 1 picometer is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 10 centimeters. Is it not? So with this relation, first of all we have to convert this picometer into centimeters. And as we know, volume of unit cell, volume is A cube, and A is equal to 400 picometers, that is nothing but 400 into 10 to the power of minus 10 centimeters. That is the volume. And FCC element atomic mass is given, and now we have to find the mass of unit cell. And how to find that? Altogether mass of unit cell is equal to Z into atomic mass by Avogadro number. Is it not? And now when we are getting Z value, how to get that Z value? It is FCC. Are you remembering this? FCC. Can you recollect what is Z value for FCC? FCC, face centered cubic, Z value is 4. Thereby here mass of unit cell is nothing but 4 into atomic mass by naught. And now volume is already we are giving here as A cube. And now what is density? The density formula already in previous session we discussed. Density rho is equal to Z into A by N naught. It is nothing but mass of unit cell by volume of unit cell, that is A cube. This is the formula, if you remember or if you recall the discussion of previous session. Clear? Now let us substitute the values. Just it is Z value is 4. It is known from FCC. That's why I am asking you. Already we are discussing or we are deriving for these different values for different crystal structures. Simple cube it is 1, FCC it is 4, SCP it is 6, and for body centered cubic it is 2, like that. Here 4 into what is atomic mass given 60 by A cube, it is 400. We can write this as 4 into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. So 4 into 10 to the power of minus 8 cube into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Is it not? And now it is equal to 4 into 60 by 4 cube into 10 to the power of minus 24 into 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23. Clear? And now after cancelling this, what we are getting is 4 into 60 by 4 into 4 into 4 and 1 into 6.02 into 10 to the power of minus 1. And when it is coming upside, it will be 600 when it is taken to that. And now 1 4 cancelled and 6 is cancelled, 100, that is nothing but 100 by 4 into 4, that is 100 by 16. Whatever the answer you are getting, that is the answer. Just what we are doing is nothing but by the structure of the unit cell we are guessing Z value, and atomic mass A cube is nothing but edge length. Edge length should be taken in centimeters, you remember. Only in centimeters you have to take it, and N naught is Avogadro number. Already we derived this formula, is it not? Sometimes they may provide density. They may provide density, edge length and atomic mass, and they may ask for the Z value. How many atoms per unit cell? With the same formula you can calculate, I think. Now with this example you are able to solve such type of questions. Actually it is a lengthy question, but here and there sometimes one question may be asked like this. That's why I am asking you to practice. Clear? That is about the numerical part related to mass, volume and density of unit cells. And now coming to this session's concept, that is nothing but finding the relation or finding the atomic radius with respect to the edge length. And here just let me give some facts related to the crystal structures, their relation, that is edge length relation with the atomic radius. First let me give some facts related to this, thereby you can easily guess what is the relation. Just you remember, atomic radius, this is A, and sorry, atomic radius R, not A, it is R. And then edge length of cube is A. We have to find this R with respect to A. That is the actual purpose, but it is not possible directly to find these two. And what is actually atomic radius? First we have to define. Atomic radius is nothing but half of the distance between the two nearest neighbors. That is nothing but half of the internuclear distance between the two nearest neighbors is known as atomic radius R. Already we defined it in chemical bonding also. Covalent radius, half of the distance between the two closely bonded atoms is nothing but covalent radius. Similarly here also, when the atoms are closely, these are the closest neighbors, half of the internuclear distance is taken as the atomic radius. And now in case if these two are present like this, then we can consider these two nearest neighbors and half of the distance is nothing but radius, and that half of the distance is D we are considering actually. What is that D now? It is nothing but the internuclear distance between nearest neighbor. Here atomic radius R, edge length A, we from the distance between nearest neighboring atoms, it is nothing but D. Actual relation for radius is like this: radius R is equal to D by 2. Is it not? Just what we observe here. And now the bigger or billion-dollar question is, which are nearest atoms? That nearest atoms for different cubic crystal structures are different. Say for example here, instead of 2, if there are 3 atoms present like this, just for example, and now of these 3, these 2 are close, and thereby half of this internuclear distance is radius. And now let us consider, instead of this, one more atom is there, for example, with the same, it is nothing but relative distance. And now if one more atom is present like this, now whether we have to consider this or this, so here a relative internuclear distance comparison, when it is not present, this is the closest, when it is present, this is the closest. Clear? And now if it is absent, we are considering this is the closest. If it is also absent, then automatically this will be the closest. Like that, relatively, which are the nearest neighbors, we have to consider that distance half is nothing but atomic radius. Are you clear with this concept? Whatever, when we are finding, that is nothing but here the purpose of measuring is nothing but to find the nearest neighbors. First of all, we have to find the nearest neighbors. Once we know the nearest neighbors distance, D by 2 is nothing but radius. Just you remember this. So now when we are finding this relation between R and A, first of all you should keep in your mind that R is nothing but D by 2. And why we are considering like this? Just you remember this D, that is internuclear distance between the nearest neighbors. D is related to A. So once we find this D with respect to A, after finding this D, the D by 2 is nothing but R. Clear? Are you clear with this one? Let me move to solve one by one. Thereby you can easily understand when we are discussing. First let us consider in case of simple cubic. Simple cubic crystal. Here the structure lies like this. This is simple cubic structure. And in simple cubic structure, already you know, the atoms are present only at corners. Is it not? And now, when the atoms are present only at, for convenience sake, this is one corner and it is one corner, it is one corner and it is, for convenience sake, even though we are drawing far from each other, actually those atoms are spherical and they are close. Let me, for this is the atom, one atom at corner like this, and this is another atom around this corner. So between these two corners the distance is A, is it not? Because it is edge length. From this corner to this corner it is edge length. Clear? And now these two are, this one and this one, these two are the closest. Not only these two, any of these two with the same distances. And now in this scenario, in this simple cubic crystal system, the nearest neighbors are nothing but two corners. Clear? So now first let us consider R is nothing but D by 2, and here the distance between the nearest neighbors is A. That is, actually the distance is taken as D, and this is equal to, and this is nothing but A and it is B. The distance is nothing but distance between AB, and it is equal to, from this reference, from this corner to this corner, this is nothing but edge length. So this distance is AB and it is equal to edge length A. Clear? So when D is equal to A, now we know R is equal to D by 2. From this, half of the internuclear distance of the nearest neighbors is atomic radius. So when D by 2, D is equal to A, we can consider this R is equal to A by 2. That is, for simple cube, atomic radius is nothing but edge length by 2. Like that. Because here these two nearest neighbors are at corners, the distance between these two, D, is nothing but equal to edge length. So once we find the relation between edge length and D, D by 2 is nothing but radius. It is fixed. Already we know this. Internuclear distance of nearest neighbors is radius. Clear with this one? And now let us move to face-centered cubic. In case of face-centered cubic, what are the closest atoms, and then how to find the relation between R and A. For that purpose, let me draw the FCC structure. Second one is FCC, face centered. Here the cubic structure lies like this. This is the cubic structure, and here the atoms are present at corners. In addition to corners, those atoms are also present at face centers. That's why it is known as face centered cubic. This is, let me draw this, and it is now the atoms are present at corners, okay, and in addition to corners, let me consider here, in addition to corners there is an atom in phase center. Clear? And now actually the distance between corner and this phase center, this one, is D, because instead of these two, now these two are nearest neighbors. These two are, that is corner and face centered atom, are nearest neighbors. Are you clear? And now let us find the distance value in terms of edge length. Let us assume this is A and it is B and it is C, and this atom at the phase center is D. Now the distance between nearest neighbors, D is equal to AD. Is it not? And now first of all let us consider AD in terms of A, that is nothing but edge length, and as we know this one, it is A, edge length A. Similarly this is also edge length A. And now let us assume the right angle triangle ABC. In right angle triangle ABC, the distance AC square from this one to this one is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB square plus BC square. And now we know AB is nothing but distance, that is nothing but edge length, and BC is also nothing but edge length. So let us consider AC square is nothing but A square plus B square, sorry, A square plus A square, that is AC square is equal to 2A square. But actually we require AD. As we know, AD is nothing but equal to AC by 2. AC by 2 is AD. So for this purpose, first of all we should get AC. AC square is 2A square, then AC is equal to root 2A. This is AC. Are you following this? Simple, it is nothing but from Pythagoras theorem. And now when AD is equal to AC by 2, AC is root 2A by 2, that is A by root 2. This is AD, internuclear distance. But as we know, R is equal to D is equal to AD, that is A by root 2, but R, radius, atomic radius R is equal to D by 2. As D is A by root 2, we can consider R is equal to A by 2 root 2. This is nothing but radius of atom in face centered cubic. Are you clear? Just you can practice once and twice, and thereby you can get the idea. Just what we are doing is the internuclear distance of two nearest neighbors. Just what you have to remember is, in simple cube, corners are nearest neighbors, whereas in face centered cubic, one corner with face center is the nearest neighbors. So to find this distance D, we have to consider the A values. Clear? That is about the radius of atom with respect to the edge length A in FCC. And now coming to the last one, that is nothing but BCC structure. In BCC, how to find the relation between atomic radius and the edge length? In BCC, the closest neighbors are, first of all we have to find the closest neighbors. Let us assume this. For third one, it is BCC structure. Let me draw this. BCC structure is like this. This is cubic structure. When it is cubic structure, the atoms are arranged at corners. Dear students, you can draw along with me and you can derive this one directly. Corners. In it, this is here atom, here this one, and this one, this one, this one, this one. And in addition to this, instead of face center, here at body center, one more atom is there. And now the nearest neighbors are these two. This is D. And now let us assume from this corner to body diagonal axis, this corner. Clear? And as in previous case, it is A, it is B, it is C, and now it is D and it is E. And from this, the distance between nearest neighbors, what is nearest neighbors distance? D is AE. That AE value we should know. Clear? And now let us consider this one also. Here this one, this A, that is C and D, distance is nothing but A, as we know, and this is D, and this value is also A. This value is also A. And now A, here also we can find one right angle triangle, that is nothing but this one with AC. This is, we are drawing this right angle triangle. This is right angle triangle. And now in this one, this AD square is equal to AC square plus CD square. Already we know, previous case, AC square is nothing but 2A square, is it not? So it is 2A square plus here A square, that is AD square is equal to 3A square, or AD is equal to root 3A. This is AD value. But what we require? AE. How to get that AE? AE is nothing but half of the distance of AD. AE is equal to AD by 2. Already we know AD is nothing but root 3A. So now AE is equal to root 3A by 2. This is AE value. And this is equal to D. And now atomic radius R is equal to AE by 2. Internuclear distance of these two by 2. Here AE value is derived as root 3A by 2 into 2. That is root 3A by 4. This is the internuclear distance and this atomic radius related. And when it is related like this, the internuclear distance is root 3A by 2. And when it is AE by 2, nothing but we are getting R value as root 3A by 4. These are the two, that is three relations. First one is in case of simple cube, R is equal to A by 2. In case of face centered cubic, what we are getting is A by 2 root 2. And in case of body centered cubic, R is equal to root 3 A by 4. Like that this internuclear distance is helpful in finding the relation between atomic radius and the edge length. Clear? Be thorough with this one, because they are asking the relations and we have to measure these relations in terms of ionic compounds. There, once if you are thorough with this one, there you can simply apply this. Clear? Thank you.